Hello there, welcome back. I believe we were in the process of conquering Denmark. We have the title King of Norway, we have the title King of England, and honestly, things are going pretty well. We are currently 35 years old, which means that if we, get the title Kingdom of Denmark within the next 5 years, we'll have about, if we live to 70, then we'll have our, empire. But I'll also do, once we get there, I'll do another save, and I'll do a quick basically just a quick run where I test if it's still possible to just conquer this area and reform the religion in order to you know flip to feudal. Because if so, we might create our own empire instead. I could usurp the Kingdom of Cornwall. There's no value in this unless you try to shatter something. And the reason why I'm saying this is because it's twice as expensive to usurp as it is to create, and I believe you still get the exact same amount of prestige. So in our situation, it's just not worth it. Now, with that in mind, we did declare war on Shetland and Skåne last time, so we'll continue with that. We'll raise all men here, main force, and then we shall raise the rest here as well. So this is going to be a bit of a awkward one, I dare say, and the reason why I'm saying that is very simply because, how to put this? They have a decent amount of troops, so we could end up in a, awkward situation, an awkward spot. Chieftain Friedrich of Blekinge joins us. Well, we're already at war with him indirectly through the war with Skåne, so that's fine. Crime cannot go unpunished. Honestly, it's the best choice. Some people will get pissed at me, but it's free money. I can't execute her because it would cost me money. I can ransom her though. You still don't have any money. You're still in death, so can't do anything about that. Once this army gets down here, we're going to use this to slap this one. And we'll take it from there. But generally, I think we are okay. Oh, is this a... Eldom of Jylland is actually attacking the same people that we are. Which is actually good, because if they get weakened, we can work from there. We can actually work from there. If they win, though, it's going to be awkward. So I am going to let them siege this. I'm hoping that they fight each other. It's not worth it. Local commoners are moving, and we can use them to try and sway. Honestly, it's not worth it. We are already, pretty high up in the likability, so I'd say we can wait. We can definitely wait. Once the siege is done over here, we'll send them down to take over the siege of Blekinge. And then we'll consider if we want to attack these guys or not, because they do also have a pretty, decent army. So it's again if what we want to do. Took some prisoners in siege, money. You are sadly not very skilled. The only thing I'm concerned about is in future that I might execute, some of my family by doing this by accident. Lala, the guest. If she was a shield maiden, we could have, released her, but sadly, I believe she's not. She's a berserker, though. So she's been to battle, I would assume, but still, we will sacrifice her. We'll send these two to take over here. Basically, what we'll do here is steal the siege, if you will. Took a prisoner in the siege, Orvar Blake. He's worth 50. We will ransom him before we do anything. I was hoping they would fight each other, but currently they're not, so I might actually have to get involved. Does enforce demands. That guy's still at war with me. We'll just have to, join up all our troops and solve it that way. That should be okay. The fact that Shetland is going for me up there is problematic, so honestly, let's have you guys siege that, and let's have you guys go deal with that army. Find Mouse in the Heavens, Insight into Heavens. We had this event earlier. It's basically if I want to focus piety or learning and, learning. We'll go Insight into Heavens. Octon's Room, Lazy or Craven. Both aren't good, so let's just stick with Lacy. Let's have you go there. We'll send you to deal with the, the Skåne army, and I don't want to start sieging this yet. Sorry, Shetland army. Because they'll probably come and cause problems for me. Ericsson family on Ife. on ice. I believe we're out ice skating. It's easy. Here, let me explain it to you. Pros and diplomacy. Don't we have mates for you to pester? Wow. Go play indoors. You'll catch us cold. We could gamble on this one. Let's see how it goes. She did positive. Good. And we're also winning the battle up here, which is also good. So with that, sadistic, ambitious, paranoid. Honestly, sadistic is better than ambitious. I don't want anyone other than my, the character I'm playing to be ambitious. We will send our forces down here, and if we can, see if we can capture, take out these two. Because we are going to attack Yilan later. So any damage we do now is actually really, really beneficial to us. Child of my dynasty. Again, if we can also get rid of the Shelland army, that's also beneficial to us. We swayed Jarl Bjorn. He's still at war though, so we can't really do anything about that. We have one, technically. But have we though? That's the question, if that makes sense. So here's the thing. Before we end this war, I also want to take the opportunity to, again, weaken these guys. Because we're going to be at war with them once we, declare the truce. So, I believe so at least. So let's just destroy them before we do that. And as you can see, they won't actually help because of the situation is as it is. So, weakening them benefits us. There we are. We will now enforce demands. And we're now in war with the earldom of Yiland. So, we'll have to deal with that. But, all things considered, I'd say we're in a pretty good spot. I should hand out the domain holdings so that we've gained. We'll hand it to the guest. We'll hand out Roskilde as well to... I could hand it to my son. But, we won't do that yet. We want to at least get him married first. We'll research this, we'll beat up their armies. Then we will, do our own war against them. It's pretty straightforward what we're gonna, do now. Should be great. Hopefully also the Jarl of Viken decides to, take his righteous land, this one. It would make life easier. And hopefully we can also get our hands on Vestergut land. I must decline. I believe this is basically a children's party. But I don't want to send them to someone who, hates my guts. So we are going to decline. And I believe I'll get this several times now. Let's see, how do you feel about a white piece? You would not accept. Let's go to your capital then and start laying siege. See if you change your... a huge boost. So many exotic things to try. As played, exquisite meat is placed before me. I can't help but wonder what more is out there. What more flavorful adventures can I go on? I could try it all. And probably get, a beast. Or we could go with this one, which is a huge health boost for 5 years. The variation I have right now is fine. How far are you running? Again, the goal there is just to weaken them as much as possible. No one rides Sleipnir but me. Shouldn't come as a shock. We'll take the prestige. There we are. We can now... White piece. So be it. We can disband our army. We can pause. And as you can see, we do have, some weaknesses in our army. But I don't see any point to, waiting until we declare war. I also think I just figured out where I see truce. I see it on my own character, not the character I want to attack. So we're going to go ahead and do this, and yeah, then we'll probably have the Kingdom of Denmark in our hands. Let us declare war. Let us move our mustering ground to here. Raise men-at-arms. Raise all. There they are. And they're still shattered retreating, which is funny to me. Go siege its capital once you're ready. I have no idea where they're going, but I wouldn't be too worried about that. We're actually going to north of that county. Okay, let's have you guys come and siege this instead, and we'll use the main army to, you know, disrupt. We'll split you in two. We'll send one set there. Actually, raid is here again. Doesn't matter, they should be easily dealt with. Hell, Bjorn is not swayed. They're currently reinforcing their troops, so we can take this time to siege, that's fine. Another invitation to visit my court? Sure. Honestly, we'll just go and see what that is. Oh, I seized a Norse mail. That's pretty good. We got an inventory artifact, so we could potentially at this point start using it, but the Norse mail is good. 6 prowess, 0.1 prestige, and less friendly casualties. It's not, you know, it's not the most terrible thing in the world. But with this, we might actually consider getting our hands on a, you know, an antiquarian. There we are. Do we have anyone with good aptitude? We have an average aptitude here, courtier. Learning skill and shy. Shy apparently gives a good bonus, but as you can see here, the main thing is the learning skill. And perks give, you know, advantages. So for now, Sarah here is going to be our antiquarian, which also allows me to start the commission artifact. In terms of these, we don't really, you know, care about these. Work off some stress. I don't need to. I'm not stressed. Can save that. We can, however, commission an artifact, and we will do that. Now, what do I want to make? Sword would be nice, but we aren't actually leading battles too much anymore. So honestly, a crown and regalia would be good. So we'll do crown first. Hire a local artisan. It costs 100 gold, but we're starting to get into that you know, the money rolling range, if you will. So I'm not too concerned. We'll see how this inspiration project goes. Oh. Let's see if we can get you to move into this one. Then we could attack this one. As you can see, he has a lot of, you know, good soldiers. No price is too sweet for my beloved Sleipnir. Child returned. Okay, so I didn't do anything in particular by the looks of it, but that's fine. Oh, our prisoner died, or did I release him by accident? I could also execute him by accident because he was so poor. Wrathful, forgiving, fickle. Wrathful is good in our current setup. We are just going to join all our forces together here because we're getting to the point where we might be able to you know, make something work. Inspiration, creative direction. My lord, the work on your most precious artifact is proceeding well. My beneficiary, Bachet, seems in a very good mood. I'm not making any promise, but if I manage to produce a true masterpiece, what idea would you like to guide my hand? Every ruler jealous of me? Impress my vassal? Impress my whole court? Honestly, impress my vassals is probably the best one, I think. Let's see. We shall join forces. And we shall put you in charge because you are a better commander. So, with this, we hopefully will be able to deal with this army. Also take in a valuable prisoner that we will ask for money for. And with this battle, that should actually be enough to, you know, end the war. This is ridiculous, our protest. As the keeper of the king's personal collection, I have a responsibility to ensure the quality of your work. You will see it once it's finished, but it retorts, you should leave a woman to her work when she's forging a crown fit for royalty. The artifact produced will be of high quality. So basically, I can gamble on a 50% chance of a slightly higher quality or a 60% chance of higher quality. Let's gamble. It will be of higher quality. Great. Ah, I gave away the air, I believe. Shit. That's not good. That should be okay, all things considered. Let us have you guys. And also you guys. We'll just do the way that I should have done it last time. There is a lot of levies. We'll do it like this. And we'll select this army to stay. We'll put someone with siege sticks in charge of it. Me, I guess. And I'll have this army, you know, hunt down the enemy. Try and stay as much in friendly territory as we can. We'll basically stand in deception from here, Barony and Wormstroop, because they have to come back over here, and they are, as you can see. They're coming actually straight towards me. That is good. Let us see how this plays out. It played out barely to our advantage, just barely. You want to offer me a 60-year lumen with a leaper? Yeah, I'm gonna have to decline that one. I don't think you like me very much. Honestly, yeah, I don't know how to, you know, take that one. We have another hybrid culture from Ugia and Tokharian. My metalsmith Bachet updates me on our progress, droning on about the limits of hammer and bellows as my mind reels with bold ideas for my crown. Making may not be my personal forte, but that does mean I can't have a say in how my money is spent. I have a few suggestions. It doesn't seem like I would be very good at this. My background gives me some unique insights. No, Bachet knows what she's doing. I could gamble on this. It's like 50%. Let's gamble on my background. I get a little bit of stress, but I can live with that. Slightly lower quality. We rolled a 15%er. That's sad. So, wonder. I believe there are a couple of new things here. Customs is new. Learn language. Can learn 2 languages at once. Fascination progress. Acceptance gain. Okay, basically, I believe these 2 were here before. I think. Maybe. Warfare, usually. Law, Guile, I believe that's the new one. Maybe. Honestly, it's been so long that I haven't been focusing on this because usually what I go for is blood and kin, and then work from there. So we'll do it that. We're gonna go with blood here. I want to make a dynasty that's actually, you know, really good in terms of heritage, if you will. Yeah, basically the better my vassals are, the better easier it is to run my kingdom, to some degree. Let's see how this battle goes. Inspiration realized. Patronage. Achievement unlocked. Over here, my lord. My beneficiary, Bachet, waves me over with a wide grin. I've toiled many days and nights, and finally my work is done. She presents me with an object wrapped in cloth, and as I lift the fabric, my eyes grow wide. A fancy crown of fine craftsmanship. The crown is forged from silver and set with small pieces of carnelian. So a fine crown gives prestige and powerful vassal opinion +1. Okay. I was hoping at least for +5, but I guess if we get a better antiquarian and a proper court, we'll probably get some better artifacts down the line. But that's decent enough because prestige is currency right now. So we'll wear the fine crown. It has a durability of 72 years, or 72 years until we break, and then we will have to repair it. But yeah, things are looking good. Let us send you guys straight down here. Apparently we haven't won yet. Keep straight impatient. Yeah, we'll let him keep impatient. You are a Herculean man with 36. Okay, you are about to get recruited. Hopefully the severely injured won't kill you. That would be very nice. You, on the other hand, is basically about to die. You're near death. So, look at this as a mercy, old man. Although you probably don't look at it that way, I'll be fair. Farewell, Brynjolf. You're now one of my knights. Apparently this fort is really good. So, how are we looking here? If we win one more battle, that should do it for us. So, let's see if we can find that army. And just challenge it in open battle. There we are. Yep, let's just enforce demands. And we can now disband all. And we can also go ahead and create a title of King of Denmark. there we are. We are 39 years old. We did this in, what, 23 years? That's pretty good. Now, with that in mind, next step is to basically just unify the areas. We want Sweden as well. We might as well just do a subjugation war on this man. We'll take his primary title, the Kingdom of Sweden, and we'll make him a vassal. Should be pretty simple. We can only use subjugation once, though. So if we want to do it, we're going to do it. And I think it's probably for the best. It just makes my land prettier. Sweden won't be part of the North Sea Empire, but we'll still try and get Sapmi and also Finland, as well as Estonia, and, you know, this area. And the reason for that is, again, very simple. I want to see if I can cheese being feudal by having only feudal holdings. I believe the way that I did it last time was that in Middle CX, there's a city or temple holding that I had, and that was my only holding, and that somehow just forcefully flipped me feudal. Now, my vassals won't be forcefully flipped feudal, which causes some tension and, you know, unhappiness, but we can work with that, I feel like. So we'll have to see. If I can make a very huge empire, Scandinavia and Britannia, into one empire, with potentially some inputs from Lithuania, Pomerania, Poland, Novgorod, Bjarmeland, it depends on what we have time for now. We have 40 years, sorry, not 40, 30 years hopefully, until we're 69, to conquer land and figure out how we want to do this. We're currently 30 prowess. Very good. So, goal, simple. Sweden next. Try and make this guy our vassal. He will accept. Very good. Next is to sway lady over here, because we can peacefully vassalize her as well. Jorvik, are you still at battle? Nope. We can offer you a low. Send a gift. 176. We'll sway him first, honestly. Having Jorvik would be more important in the long run. So we'll sway him first. We also need to deal with these guys, but that's less of a, you know, focus of importance. So we'll try and get these two vassalized. We'll allow our manpower and Levi's to recover. And other than that, I'm a little bit... we will take it a bit slower. We will still be constantly at war. Don't get me wrong. But we will take it ever so slightly slower and work from there. And I'll be creating a bunch of new dukedoms. Because vassal limits, basically. So let us create the Skåne. We can create. And let us see if we can create someone else. Trendalag. Let's go. And let us also give... You love me, but you're basically dead. Let's give you... You're also old, but I'll give you the Yaldom of... That's the wrong Yaldom. This one. And I'll also give him Rogaland. That way we can start, you know, moving over... Oh. What happened here? It looks like I created, you know, a huge duchy for some weird reason. Have I? It does look like I have. Did I give him... What? Was he IL? Was I just dumb? What happened here? Oh yeah, he was a Jarl of this, or he created it the second that I... Now, I'm actually confused about what happened there, I'll be honest. We're kind of going to create one more here in the North Norway. And we'll give it to this guy. He does not like me, but we can fix that. It's not a problem. There we are. Apparently I lost a lot of my, you know, people. So let's get the Marshal first, because we have a lot of powerful people. Again, the powerful vassal wants county seat isn't something that I'm too concerned with. I'll be honest. How are you doing? You have a couple of sons. This one is great. So things are definitely going better. We will not hold the ground loot. I should really just cancel this, but we'll do it in future, so I won't bother with that. But yeah, we've basically done everything that we wanted to do so far. You will be the Jarl of Skåne. There we are. And as I said, we should just deal with Sweden. But but we'll have to allow a manpower to recover. We can do some smaller battles in England when we'll do that, because as you can see, it'll take like 2 months for the main force to recover. So we'll probably do that. There we go. Jämtland is now part of our land. Ingvar comes of age. Let us see if we can find him a spouse, and we need to inheritable. There we are. Could be good. Let us sort them by age, so we can see. Get someone that's around his age, basically. Ale. 9-year-old for genius. I really should do this when they're like just kids to make my life easier. But I haven't, so that's my own fault. Let's see. You're 12 years old. We might as well just get you prepped. You also have the same one, so you can not do this because I don't want an alliance with the Polish. Which sounds horrible now you think about it, but as I said, the goal here might be to conquer them. High Chieftain of Kiev shouldn't be a problem, but then again, we'll wait and see if something pops up by the time he becomes. Didn't I get you a marriage? I don't know yet. We'll have to see. Don't want either of these. I can hire a court physician. Won't do that. Jarl Gudfrid. Jorvik, very good. Low feudal obligations is fine. We can get him later on. Just getting him in without having to fight is really, really good. And we'll grant him the vassal. Sorry. Special contract, none. What we want to do is grant him the vassal of Lincolnshire because it's part of his title. And that makes him a bit happier. He wants to see it on a council. I've executed a member of his dynasty. Basically, he's, feudal, we're not. He doesn't like that. But generally, he'll be a nice boy to have, I think. So I wouldn't be too concerned. I guess she will raise them. That's fine. With that, we also have a bit more options on what we want to do here. Low feudal. That's also fine. We can change the deals later. There are 3 free counties here that we can take. We can also start working on Ireland if we wish. Strathclyde seems to be free. Again, there's a lot of potential here, but it's also very, fractured. So if we have a look at this guy, he would definitely not accept the vassal situation, so that's fine. But what we will do is borrow this man to start fabricating claims on the counties that I personally want here. Middlesex, Hertford, Essex, these 4, plus Bedford if we get the ledger done, which we should in 9 years. And then we'll probably do either onages or public works for remove the existing development penalty. These other things are nice, but it's not something that we really, really need. So we can take our time with that. Yeah, I think we have a plan. Let us also go ahead and make another one. We'll have the green one over in England. And with that said, we will start doing some war over counties. If I can do war over counties, they're good. The reason why they're good is they're cheaper. That's number 1. But number 2 is they are, as I said, cheaper. That is 1. But I get complete control over the area, which in turn means I can install my own. Like, I would like to, in the end, maybe, to make a hybridization culture. We took Arfo hostage. Well, might as well just ransom because we still need to siege 2 counties, so it doesn't matter. There we are. And with that in mind, we can also start to do the promote cultural acceptance from the culture of Anglo-Saxon. It'll give me 1 a year, so it would take 20 years to gain enough cultural acceptance to create a hybrid. So let us go ahead and do that. Other than that, I don't think there's anything really we need to do. It's just taking control of this. Stop me Finland, this area. Currently, they're actually quite perfectly split up into kind of dukedoms here. So, if I'm serious about taking this area, now would actually be a really good time to do it. Because here's the thing, my vassals will do a good job. Did he got himself captured again? Let's just enforce demands. Because my vassals will do a pretty decent job of taking control of this land, basically. Especially once we get rid of the north. So if I start working on the south, things could go really, really well. Also taking Sweden would help a lot, so as you can see here, our levies is basically there already. Someone captured my... Oh, you're raiding my home turf. Okay. You took my antiquarian? You bastards. Yeah, Sweden, you're going down. Let's, I wonder what the Swedish king would feel if he knows that, oh, one of your vassals decided to raid my capital and that's why we're coming for you. But yeah, we're gonna take Sweden. I believe also if we siege these two, we'll get those as well in the subjugation. No, it's a subjugation, not an invasion, so I'll get everything. Honestly, letting this guy mess around for a bit longer would actually be beneficial to me if he wins. That's the thing, if he wins. Now, you aren't actually too good, sadly, so... How do I want to do this? Could wait a little bit longer and get intelligent, but honestly, I think we'll just try and slap Komali in there. It's probably for the better. And again here, we'll try and take this. Formed an alliance? I thought we didn't form an alliance, that's my bad. But yeah, I guess we could let Sweden rampage for a while longer. Of course he will be there. Because the hope is that they will conquer Finland. I don't think they will, but I can hope. And then we can start working on, you know, Pomerania, Poland, Lithuania, Estonia, Novgorod, Bjarmeland. And see how we want to play that. Because at some point we might actually just go for, you know, creating something else. We'll have to see. It's difficult. We captured a foe. Pay me money. We are starting to get pretty high on the piety, so I wouldn't be too concerned. My sons, not yet. Let's disband. As I was saying, it could be a good idea to just start taking like Lothian for one. They are just slightly off. Strathclyde could be nice. Again, just taking the duchies that are, you know, proper duchies. Leinster or Leinster. Sweden, again, isn't a very big concern at the moment, so... Sidrea, do you only have one? No, you have all of them. Okay, so... If I take this from you... Could I shatter you? Okay, they have a lot of alliances, as you can see. Lothian, negotiated, and a truce. So if I decide to conquer the Duchy of Lothian, that's a start. That's 4 counties. That's pretty good. Go on then for this and declare war on Strathclyde at the same time. I think we can do that. It would hurt a little bit, but we can do that. So, as you can see here, we gain some vassals too, but I think we can do that. We're going to have to weaken them over several wars up here, so for this we'll do this. And this. They have very little men, they were in debt, no one will really help them. So it should be fine to do both. Well, I probably would have done that anyways, but you can see where I'm coming from. There we are. The murder army. The other armies are going to be sent to siege the local area. Can you go there and there so you don't get, you know, lose men needlessly? Safe near the end of a life, I will find a strong mare, search for an agile mare. Endurance, scout lands for the fiercest mare. We'll just stick with strong. We want the line to continue if we can. Okay, so you guys are actually heading over here to siege, is that it? It is! Then we can go and cause you some problems. Or, you know, wait until we've sieged some. Rest easy, Sleipnir. But leaves a strong fold behind. I can only see his personality in the young one. My friend is still with me in a sense. Okay. A name inspired by history. Alexander Greathorst, Gnaeus Sayers, Hussein Ibn Abn, Wolodubu, Roland, Caligula. Let's just go with Charlemagne for this time, for this one. Grandson taken prisoner? Yeah, that's a bit of a problemet. Okay, so we have a secondary problem. This guy has Herculean and Comely, and I don't think there's any good matches for him out there. That is his age. Honestly, making an alliance with the High Chieftain of Kiev isn't the worst thing I could do. It's a duchy rank realm. Let's have a look here. Kiev. It should be down here somewhere. There it is. It's not anything that we're planning to, you know, conquer, but the alliance could be painful to have, but we'll live with that for the genius. We are one direct vassal above our limit. Let's create the Duchy of Mercia because it's a huge one. And let's give it to you. I should probably check, you know, if there's anyone on my council here, but I didn't. And now I'm going to have to pay for it with having the cultural acceptance go way slower. My bad. I feel like you should have just basically, if you can, is where you revoke the title and give it to your current best council members. We did capture someone. They did Ulster. Now, the question is this army big enough to handle all of them? I kind of doubt that, so we'll get a little bit of fodder here. According to this, we should win. They have more soldiers, which is basically their only advantage. We have defensive buildings, better army commander, better quality. So we should, in theory, win. Courage, ferocity, and vindictiveness. I think all of these are correct, technically, so doesn't really matter. Now, the question I have now for myself is, do I want to go down to Scholar now, first? I think I will. And also, let's just start a scheme for learning a language. I haven't tried that. How do I start a language scheme? How do I start a language scheme? Can I? Do I need to, like, take Bedford here? Not like this, apparently. How do I learn the locals' language? Maybe I can't because I'm tribal. Which would be weird. We could also just keep on swaying him because he's our vassal now, but the only other one we really want to sway is up here, so I'm not too bothered. Will not accept. She's become Catholic, so we'll have to deal with that. Let's see how this battle goes. I think we are winning handily. And now he's trying to run away again. Claim on Middle CX. If I take this one, I would get all of it, but at the same time, it would be problematic because I'll only take the dukedom, so it won't count. If I want the counties themselves, I'm gonna have to, you know, make claims on the counties themselves. So we'll do that. I still have to make claims on the counties, even if I decided to say, how should I phrase this? Even if I, you know, took them as my vassals, I would have to up my crown authority Trial by combat from this guy. He's kind of competent, and again, we don't want to take any chances, so we'll spend some prestige to decline, because I don't want to take the risk. I know, it's cowardly of me, but that's just how things are sometimes. Want you to move in here, want you to move in here, that way we can move you up north. Oh, they beat each other up. That wasn't part of my plans. Oh, I had actually had someone... Oh, I have a lot of... Let us release her, because... I believe she is of the same clan as the others. Let us release this kid too. Let us turn you into... piety. Same with you, and same with you. There we are. I apparently don't pay enough attention to my dungeons, is what I'm getting at here. Let us enforce demands for Lothian. And as you can see, I didn't actually get much but the Edinburgh. And we'll give it to him. Yeah. Now, this should also go pretty quickly. We'll just declare war of this. Sorry, we'll just siege this and finish the war, is what I meant to say. Let's see if you go and help. Although I probably should just have you stand down instead, so you can start recovering. You have a claim to Lothian that I just took? What a surprise. I won't give it to you, though. Let's have you stand down. It'll take 4 months, that's fine. Comes of age, they grow up fast. Let's see if we can find you a spouse. Basically, we are eating up the entire, you know, spousal market for the world, if you will. Again, there aren't really anyone close in age other than this lady, so you'll have to make do. We still need a little bit more piety. Prestige is looking really good though, so things are going better. We have no prisoners, so let us go ahead and enforce demands. And we apparently got a couple of counties, so we'll hand them out. And again, as you can see, I'm starting to get some sons here that I could potentially start landing. But we won't for now. We'll wait a little bit longer. I probably should, seeing that I've given them, you know, families, basically. Lothian would have to be usurped, so we won't do that. Now, what I could do is make Landcast and give it to Jorvik, just to make the realm a little bit prettier. I might be making him a little bit too big and scary, but for now that is fine. We can also create East Anglia, and pick one here. This guy's really good. And honestly, the 39 prowess is enough for me to give you the Yaldum as well, I'll be honest. I did lose my marshal, but that is fine, honestly. Should send you to Bedford to help out. Let's see here, we want to disband all. We can fight Katanes. Or we could offer vassalage, but he will not accept. We actually have different fates. I thought it was one of ours, but clearly it's not. He's Norse Gale. Could start working on these guys. But let's do one more with Scotland first and Katanes, and just add them into my collection. Again, all I need if I do the form kingdom option is very little. So they're this, but I have a question. How many lands, what lands do you hold personally? You hold Kent. Okay. So we're going to declare war for Kent. We're going to deal with this guy. I want to, again, try and get as many of these counties for myself. So we'll do south, then we'll go north, then we'll go Ireland. And then we'll go back to deal with Scandinavia. Again, I'm leaving Sweden to kind of roam free. The hopes that it will come bigger before I subjugate them. Or, you know, someone else eat a lot here. And then I can subjugate them. They have one ally. the Duke of Flanders, which is fine. Let us declare war for the petty kingdom of Kent and move our flagpole down here. Now it'll take a bit of time to raise up all the troops, as you can see, 3 months, because because of the way we decided to do things. So these guys will have to work as bodyguards in some aspects, but it should be fine. Unpressed claim, good. Let us continue to get unpressed claims, Hereford and Buckingham, and then we're done. Now Bedford does have a temple. Your son and Riksgårdi. Okay. Bedford is the wrong type of holding, so again, if I get all of them, I might be able to flip my affiliation, if you will. Okay, me leaving here is actually enough to bait them into a battle. Let's see, he has Reckless. Okay, let's see how this battle pans out. I guess they don't like the fact that I have support. Oh no, they're using support attack. And no one rides my horse but me. Honestly, we can just stand here. If they want to siege any of our land, that's okay. Greenman comes of age. They grow up fast. Fortune builder. Let's see if we can find you a male spouse. Fecund, Comely Hale. It's a bit of an old one, but Styrbjörn here should be okay, I think. Split you in two, send half of you down to Kent. Again, if they want to siege some of my land, it's fine. We'll siege more of theirs. The only problem I have right now is these guys. If they will mess up religious understanding, popular opinion. Easy to convert. I guess that's fine. The hook expired. She's in my prison. No, she's in someone else's prison. Or he. Now, who are you going to capture? Oh, just occupation. Okay. Now, I could send you the long way around to, you know, cause some mayhem. But I think we're fine with just waiting. It'll take a while to siege, but we'll be able to get it, I think. You can actually cross through here, so we'll do that. I didn't mean to attack you. Sorry, bro. Goodbye, bro. Let's see. If we attack here, it would be more commanders, more soldiers, more men-at-arms. So, this is a risk. But it's a risk I'm willing to take. So, we'll see how this pans out for us. Currently, we're winning. Very good. We'll resiege this and head south. See it done. Unpressed claim again. Yep. See it done. I am wasting a bit of money here. And not just a bit, I'm wasting a lot of money. But it is just to get it done. I could also force them to revolt. And that way, you know, get some advantages. But that is a bit more difficult. Can you get there in time? Probably not. Yeah, the siege got stopped. That's my bad. We wasted a siege there, because I didn't pay enough attention. Took his son hostage. No price is too steep. Yep. Prisoners. Petty Queen. Honestly, it's fine. We need to get some money back from this, so we'll ransom those we can. We'll keep the rest, since they can't afford the ransom. and we'll just continue down this. There we go. I think we captured him, and since he doesn't have money anymore, there's no need to keep the war going. And because he was holding all 3 of the counties, we get them for ourselves. So we'll do just this. Honestly, again, I want the lands here to be held by different people because they'll have their own councils and could, in theory, help convert the lands quicker. That's the reason why I'm handing them out to everyone. There we go. Let's see. Raise Runestone, we'll do so. Something weird happened here. Vanquish Foe. And again, this doesn't matter where we put it. We'll put it in Bedford, though. It'll help with the growth. Apparently someone does not like that I put this guy in charge of the county, and he's currently being attacked in a Liberty War. Okay. They don't like their ruler. Okay, so Anglo-Saxon Catholic populace will set an ultimatum in a month. So with that in mind, let us just raise the men-at-arms, the good ones, and deal with that. Oh, I'm having a lot of voice breaks right now. I guess my throat is a little bit sore. Apologies. Diplomacy challenge? Okay, he sent me a poem. I can see this is truly heartfelt. I'll take it. Thank you. My spy master has vanished. Crusader kings! Christian pilgrims to the Holy Lands are full of manners of abuse, and routes are fraught with danger. In order to protect the pilgrims and secure Jerusalem for Christ and the faithful, His Holiness the Pope has accepted the possibility of an outright invasion by joint Christian forces. This could be the beginning of unprecedented Christian aggression to protect us. So I can now crusade, which is problematic for us to some degree. But I think we will end it here. It's been longer than I thought it was. We have, to some degree, secured Denmark. We are going to let Sweden rampage, mostly because I have a hope that by their rampaging I can subjugate a large Sweden, and in turn save myself some pain and suffering. We will also see if we can get Pomerania, Poland, Lithuania, and Estonia. And if we can cheese it, or if we found the kingdom of the high seas, if you will. Did I get something here that I didn't realize? Oh, a quad artifact. We've stolen Excalibur. Okay, I must have missed that notification. But yeah, we have Excalibur now, which actually gives some pretty okay bonuses. Okay, inherited along. Oh, it gets inherited. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for watching, though. We'll continue next time, and I hope that you have enjoyed. Hopefully, next episode will basically, again, more war, more unification, and then we will probably, in 1 or 2 episodes' time, hopefully be feudal. See you then. Bye-bye.